good too. Hey, what's in that bottle?
We got a tasty treat today, no doubt. So today we're tasting a small production wine from Santa Barbara, California. It is called Field Recordings. And Field Recordings is the label of a winemaker whose name is Andrew Jones.
Yay!
So Andrew, a buddy of ours through the wine business, we've known him. He's come to the Chicago market a couple of times. We had the pleasure of meeting him on a handful of occasions, doing some events with him. And this guy, he lives and breathes the vineyards of California. He was kind of born in the vineyards, if you will. And that's kind of his day job is being
just came out, plopped in the dirt.
Just found in there like Superman was found in the middle of a field. Like there's Andrew Jones. I think he's just like born, like just showed up in a vineyard. Someone found him one day in a vineyard, and you know he's the Superman of the vine, no doubt. That's his day job. He helps growers all around California. Cultivate, like pick the right grape variety, cultivate the right kind of clone, things like that. Stuff way over my fucking head. Very technical, technical things that go into just planting grapes in a vineyard. But he knows all the vineyards up and down, and I think he knows a hell of a lot of people. And through those awesome connections, he's able to buy fruit from a lot of these growers and make his own wine on the side in all of the spare time he has. Where he's
hear that? And yeah, a lot of spare time, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I think he honestly has like 5 kids or something, like a lot of children. I have one. That is plenty.
Yeah,
3. He's about like the equivalent of 3 in my opinion, which it's great, and I say that lovingly, but I can't imagine having 5 of these little human beings running around to take care of.
Right. Yeah, well, good for him.
Yeah.
And my guess is that he sees like each vineyard as a child too. So he's probably got thousands of children, running around here.
Yeah, yeah. Without
each vine.
And then within each vineyard is each vine and each berry. But the wine we're drinking today is called Pets.
They make great pets.
Pets, yeah. It's a passion project, all about having different pets at home: dogs, birds, cats, turtles. No, that has nothing to do with pets. It's a play on what this wine is made from, which is Petite Sirah, the Great Petite Sirah. This is the 2018 vintage of Pets, so fresh. 85% of this is Petite Sirah, and then 15% is a grape called Primitivo from the motherland, from the homeland, from Italia.
From the boot.
Yeah, this is Primitivo, known for making wines in Puglia, the heel of the boot of Italy. A lot of people do the AKA Zinfandel thing. It's very, very close to Zinfandel. Genetically a little bit different. If we had the super technical, the Jancis Robinson Bible, Wine Grapes Bible that she put out, we could read about some of those differences between Primitivo and Zin. But for the show here, we'll just say that it's like Zinfandel, and it makes up 15% of the blend.
Yeah, so it's called a blend, but it could be called just Petite Sirah if they wanted to, right?
Yeah, this has enough of one grape variety, so I believe 75% is your minimum requirement to label by variety in California.
I'm no TTB expert, but I think you're right.
And thank goodness for that. I would not want to be friends with anybody who is a TTB expert.
Nice.
So, but yeah, they don't. So when you look at the label, it just says Pets, and you can tell, like in the bottle, the color. It's red. It's a red wine, and definitely when you pour it out in the glass, you can tell this is a red wine. And in fact, I might even just call this a purple wine, because that's what you get most of the time with Petite Sirah. Really inky, dark, super concentrated. Petite Sirah, it's not Syrah, just a little bit of dropping some education for you guys. It's actually called Petite because of the size of the berry. The berry itself is actually very small, but it has really thick skins.
Oh yeah, thick skin.
So this is one of those small but thick-skinned varietals. But you don't want to judge a grape by its skin.
No, but this is teeth staining, so don't be drinking this and going to the PTA meeting.
Yeah, because what happens, you because it's a small berry, each berry, it doesn't have as much juice. It's got a much larger skin to juice ratio.
Oh, so it's so funny that we're getting into this realm because the name Pets has me thinking about the Porno for Pyro song Pets. Former Jane's Addiction frontman Perry Farrell was in that, I believe.
I gotta say, I can't really pull that song off the top of my head how that goes, but I can't wait to listen to that in reference to this bottle that we're drinking.
Oh.
Pull that up maybe.
I'm gonna try to pull up a little.
All right.
I hope it. I don't know how much.
While Pete's trying to pull up some porn over on his laptop over there, I can continue talking about the wine a little bit. So, here we go. What do we got? No.
This is the problem. You pull up a YouTube video and you got to go through a bunch of ad before you can get to what you're trying to get with the Porno for Pyros song. But that's okay. I've tried.
Feel free to diss me for not knowing this.
A little pets in the background. I'm not even sure. This could shut us down because it's copyrighted material.
It is. Yeah.
So I don't know how much we want to do this, but look up Porno for Pyros Pets. I think the 7 people that listen, hopefully nobody reports us.
Please, yes, anyway. Please don't. Just,
sorry, I interrupted your train of thought because of my music, lack of music knowledge, but just, I know that one song.
We've been comparing wine to movies. I think a wine can definitely have a soundtrack or a theme song too, and I think you nailed it with this one for sure. But it's a red blend. Again, mostly Petite Sirah. They don't put that on the label. Gives them the opportunity, gives the winemaker, the winery, by not putting a grape on the label and calling it a proprietary name, to maybe switch the blend up, or one year they want to use more of a different grape and lower the dominant grape. In this case, Petite Sirah. Maybe one vintage it's going to be 70% Petite Sirah. Then you can't call it Petite Sirah, and now your consumer is like, what the fuck? Where's the Petite Sirah? I love that. I can't find that wine. What's this pet shit? And it's, now you get to just have fun, put out your pets. Pets is pets. And hopefully people know what they're getting into when they buy a bottle of Pets. But anyway, small producer, Andrew Jones, Field Recordings. And when it comes to Petite Sirah, this one is absolutely gorgeous. Not crazy. You talked about, staining your teeth. It's staining the wine glass a little bit. This is not crazy over the top.
No. I think when you have good Petite Sirah, it tastes like this. And when you have bad Petite Sirah, it tastes like this, as almost like a syrup.
Like you want to have it with your pancakes in the morning, on top of your pancakes.
Pretty much.
Instead of this wine, you want to have this with Pete here is just a master smoker of meat.
That has a lot of different meanings.
And
that's not good for my career there.
I have personally got to try some of Pete's smoked meat, and this would be an excellent pairing for something like smoked ribs, brisket, barbecue in general.
Yeah.
Steak, no doubt. It's got plenty of tannin also. It's a pretty full-bodied, powerful wine.
Yeah. So I noticed on the bottle, it's about 14.5% alcohol. So it's big, not crazy over the top, but big. On the website, Andrew or somebody on his team says that you got to pair this with some lamb shanks. I could see that. But he also has it listed at 13.9% alcohol. So I'm just going to say, Andrew, I know you don't have a huge team. I know you're a small winery. I know, though, that there's a few people that work with you. Maybe they can get on the website and do some updating for you.
Yeah, that's a pretty big difference.
That's a big difference.
In the wine world, sub 14.
That's a big deal to be sub 14.
This is a big wine. The alcohol doesn't. This is very well balanced. It's a very well made wine, and kudos to Andrew, who's an awesome winemaker. Maybe not the greatest with keeping websites up to date, I guess.
Hey, we know that because we are below average podcasters that don't even have a website yet.
Websiteless.
Right? So we can pick on other people that way. But I do like the complexity here, which I don't often get in Petite Sirah. I like Petite Sirah in general, but sometimes I feel it's like one note. It's like all fruit. But here, there's like some black pepper spice. There's a little bit of herb to it. It's really beautiful, but not a lot of oak. You know, which is kind of a Andrew Jones hallmark, right? He doesn't use a lot of new oak.
Yeah, most of his wines are about. I think he wants to really express the vineyard and the fruit, the quality of the fruit that he gets. So, yeah, a lot of Petit Syrah can be doused with oak because it can certainly handle it, and you get too much of the vanilla and mocha and those types of oaky flavors that make it an oak bomb on top of a fruit bomb. I would definitely call this a fruit bomb. I mean,
it's there.
Gobs of fruit, and it really coats your palate like just a warm blueberry blanket. But and you know, the complexity is amazing. It also has, you know, since we're talking about meat, it actually has a little bit of meaty tones in there, which I think when I drink a Primitivo from Italy, if you've ever had Italian wines from Puglia, whether it's Primitivo or something else, they tend to be not very fruity and very earthy, dirty, meaty, leathery, those types of notes. And some of that is coming out here.
So we've got dirty smoked meats. This is Porno for Pyros. This is a dirty episode.
We're starting off real dirty.
Oh yeah. Well, I love this wine. So I don't know how we're gonna rate wines, you know, since we're not doing points. But I'm just gonna say I would just fucking drink this a lot.
Yeah. Again, for me with Petit Syrah, I just want some balance. I don't want it to be over the top fruit or oak or alcohol or tannin. And this has all of those, and they're all very present, but not one of those components is sticking out too much.
It's balanced, bitches.
It's balanced, bitch.
The other piece of this too that is the acidity, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's mouth-watering.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to clean my microphone off again. Once again, I'm drooling all over it, but really, it is mouth-watering, and you know, I think he's, you know, got it's the secret sauce to knowing where to get the fruit. Like a lot of these cool climate vineyards that he knows about, these little pockets that are like right by the Pacific Ocean. Some of the stories that we've heard,
right?
Really, I mean, the guy knows what he's doing when it comes to winemaking. Holy shit!
Right, he's got it. No, not good at websites, great at winemaking. That's what we've got so far.
But that's why he's got to hire some assistants. There's got to be someone. If you're out there and you're working for Andrew, please help a brother out and just get that website updated. Get that 14.5 on the pets, baby. Let people know that they're getting a wine with some balls. Maybe you upgrade the lamb shank pairing. I think lamb, no doubt, is a great pairing for this. But I want a lamb chop.
Why not the shank? What do you got against the shank?
Well, where should I start? No, I love lamb.
It was that time in prison, wasn't it? Gotta go shankless.
Exactly. The lamb shank redemption. I think it's just, you know, lamb shank braised, little, you know, just picture like a little saffron risotto kind of falling off the bone lamb, and I think this would overpower it, to be perfectly honest. I would love to taste the 13.9% version of Pets.
So you and I go to completely different places with lamb shank. You go to saffron risotto.
Yeah.
I go to like a German prep with like this big sauce, like a big hearty sauce on it. Oh my, our lights just went out.
We are in the dark here for Wine Pod. But episode 4. We're down in the basement and the lights went out.
Yeah.
And if you don't hear an episode 5 from us, please call the police and dig our bodies out of this basement.
Yeah, so our